Hi everybody, so I was requested over Twitter to please do a top 5 favorite cruelty-free products, and I thought I'll just turn this thing into a tag. So if you know anything about cruelty-free products, brands, go ahead and join in with the fun of this tag. Now if you're not entirely certain what it means to be cruelty-free, go ahead and check out leapingbunny.org and see what's cruelty-free. Now for me personally, cruelty-free means doesn't test on animals, and I also don't purchase anything that has a parent company that tests on top of all that, because I don't want to give my money to any brands that test, which means I don't purchase anything from the Body Shop, which is said to be cruelty-free, etc. So it's just an example. Also, I do know that the EU laws have changed, but I also know that there are certain loopholes for the EU regulations and laws. And I'll put a link right down in the bottom bar directly to the EU law regulations and loopholes, because I know some people are emailing me letting me know that L'Oreal now has to be cruelty-free, which is kind of not the case with the loopholes. I don't believe in the PETA list. I believe that the PETA list is inaccurate and oftentimes updated late. I also feel that they look to leapingbunny.org for updates on their list, and they also post very strongly phrased articles, if you will, and for me it's just not the type of activist I choose to be. This channel is here if you would like to watch it. I'm not out to vandalizing property or being cross with anyone to sort of just, you know, be cruelty free. I'd also like to point out there are some brands on that are cruelty free that aren't necessarily on leapingbunny.org, and all that means is that these brands have chosen or have not yet registered with leapingbunny.org to be certified with the regulations. There's an auditing process that goes with all these brands that choose to be a part of it, and also these brands do have to pay good money to be on the Leaping Bunny list, which is why some choose not to be on it. Also want to point out that a lot of indie lines choose not to be on it simply because they cannot afford it. But like I said, that does not mean that they're not cruelty-free. Leaping Bunny doesn't just put anybody on their list. There's a reason their list is what it is. The reason I trust it is because they have to follow everything to a T on that list. And as far as the brands I look at, I go into very deep research, I ask questions, I ask for emails, and even, yes, as years go by, I'll ask for a fresh email, I'll ask for a fresh list of ingredients so that all my stuff is up to date. Anytime somebody sends me something saying, questioning anything, I don't take offense. I look into it, because that's how important it is to me that what I'm recommending for you guys, what I'm purchasing, is cruelty-free to the best of my knowledge. First, before I get into any of these brands, I'd like to mention that just because I recommend the brand as being a favorite brand, it means that it's the brand I buy a lot from. It's the brand that is definitely dominant in my kit of supplies I use on YouTube and on myself. And it doesn't necessarily mean that I love or recommend absolutely everything in the line, nor have I tried everything in the line. The brand I'd like to touch base on is Inglot. This is a perfect example of what is not on the Leaping Bunny list, but I've emailed several times. One of the key things I like about this brand is you can find a non-vegan list. If you do email a company, I've gotten at least 2 or 3 non-vegan lists updated. They're gonna have to send me a new updated one because I know Inglot is canceling a portion of their line, which is why they're having a 50% off sale. But I absolutely I love their eyeshadows. They are definitely my favorite eyeshadows. Why? Because the pigmentation is so just gorgeous. The eyeshadows are powdery but pigmented. They don't stain your eyelids for being as a strongly impactful color as they are, which is definitely something to be said about them, because there are a lot of internet brands I have tried that have beautiful pigmentation as well. Fun to wear, easy to apply, don't cause me any eye irritation, but they stain horribly. Their foundation is key in my kit. Their mascara is definitely key in my kit at the moment. I change up my mascara. I have several of their lipsticks that I'm in love with. I've worn the Inglot lipstick number 48 since I bought it every day. I just absolutely adore this brand. Key brands that I'm getting into now is Andalou Naturals. I just did a review on this, and I have a post review or past review I did of this. This is the Andalou Naturals Daily Defense Facial Lotion, and this is the Andalou Naturals Luminous Brightening Serum. I'm gonna be using this real soon when I finish up my Lush Breath of Fresh Air toner, and this is the Andalou Naturals Fruit Stem Cell Science Clementine C Plus toner. My entire skincare regimen used to be Lush, and I've really kind of changed up since I've come to find that there are other natural brands out there. When I was using Lush, I would say about 3 years ago when I was really into Lush, there were a lot less natural care brands out there, and especially like readily available to go to the store. And now these are popping up at a lot of supermarkets, and I'm super excited about that. Or should I say actually whole food, healthy food store markets, not just your average grocery. But I love Andalou Naturals, so I use Andalou Naturals every day. I may not have a ton of their stuff yet, but it is my bottom line. This is pretty much what I wear on my face, underneath my makeup every single day. Favorite of my natural cruelty-free brands that I love. I'm getting a little bit more into natural skincare these days. There's a lot of brands I like to try, like Mad Hippie and Duvita and Juice Beauty. But this is Josie Maran, which I definitely have tried. I can't wait to try more of their products. For me, purchasing a Josie Maran product is a severely huge treat for me. I would say this is at one of the highest price points of natural skincare. A great deal of their products are vegan. Actually everything I'm holding in my hands here is vegan. I even have their I Love You Too palette, which I absolutely adore. I honestly, some people don't give Josie Maran the highest rave reviews because they're, I don't know, maybe comparing the products to something heavily pigmented like Sugar Pill. But for what it's worth, these are great for like daily use, and you can build them up and make them look more impactful. The colors are perfect for anybody, and the products are amazing for your skin and don't harm the earth in any way. There's all the list of all the benefits these products give you, and like I said, I pretty much only purchase one of these for a huge treat, or if I'm on vacation and there's a Sephora. Guessed it, Too Faced, tried and true. Too Faced. I love this brand so much. Even despite all the brands selling out, this one has yet to. I know some people have mentioned that it has fallen off of Leaping Bunny, and it's simply because due to the economy, it doesn't want to pay for the Leaping Bunny certificate. And I appreciate that they're willing to forgo that little stamp of approval to remain cruelty-free rather than selling to a big company and getting, I don't know, A, a pink square next to their name, or B, selling out altogether. So the fact that they have remained cruelty-free despite a mark of approval, I absolutely love them for that. I love most of their products. Have I tried a few balms? Yeah, I have. I absolutely don't like their Lashgasm. I don't particularly enjoy their three-way eyeliner because I think it's a cute gimmick, but it's a gimmick. And I think that their lip glosses could be at a better price point. For what it's worth, it's just a lip gloss. It doesn't need to be $21. And I think their lip creams could have a slightly better scent, but I love the color range that they do have, and I do love their eyeshadows. I love their blushes. I think their face products are key in my makeup wardrobe because they look very beautiful and natural on the skin. I have, I think, almost every single one of their bronzers except for those new 16-hour wear long ones. So just about everything but those, and milk chocolate. I don't have milk chocolate, but that's not right for my skin tone anyways. But I absolutely love Too Faced. Last product I choose for you guys today to be an indie brand, the fifth brand. I'm not going to do anything sponsored for this video, so I'm kindly leaving out Glamour Doll Eyes because I'm already sponsored by them. You guys know I already love them, and they're one of few indie brands that I do respect. So moving on to somebody that I'm not sponsored by would be Veggie Beauty. Now the reason I trust her indie pigments as well as Vay from Glamour Doll Eyes is because they've put together a brand that has notable collections, is built on integrity, they have shown us how they put their things, packaging together. They've shown us their studios that they work in. They have let us know how they fill their pigments, where they get their resources from, and what methods they use to fill their work, their pigments, I mean. What ingredients they use, and all their ingredients are listed. It's actually illegal to sell something without all the ingredients listed, which is why I don't trust a great deal of indie brands. For a while, I actually did only want to show smaller companies on my channel, but then when I started noticing as a lot of people out of the blue were popping up all over Etsy and other little smaller sites showcasing, here's an indie pigment I have, and oh, it's vegan, and it would be directly filled from TKB, and it's like, well, yeah, you didn't add anything, so there you go. It's not really your work, you're sticking it in a jar. And so I kind of immediately got turned off from recommending indie brands because I was going to come up short with things to share with you. So I ended up incorporating you know, regular main brands into my channel as well, because I'm not going to recommend something for you guys that I wouldn't want to put on you, that you don't want to put on yourself, and that I wouldn't put on myself. One of my favorites non-sponsored products is Pumpkin and Poppy. One of my favorite products of hers are cream blushes, highlighters, bronzer type products. She does a great deal of collections. She has even shown us her room that she works in. I'll put a link to that in the bottom bar. I'd also love to put a link in the bottom bar for beware of certain indie sellers. It's a great educational piece for you guys, because I do get a lot of recommendations from people going, hey, check this out. And I'm like, no. I love her eyeshadows. The pigments are so rich and vibrant. Her Mineral Veil is my go-to face product. I use this every day, and it's pretty much the only one I've bought in the last year or so. And that's why I'm showing Pumpkin and Poppy, because I use it every day and in some way, whether it's the veil or more products. So yeah, this is my top 5 favorite cruelty-free products. Be sure to do this tag if you'd like to get in on the fun. Please do research, make sure the brands that you are recommending as cruelty-free are cruelty-free to the best of your knowledge. And I'll see you guys later. Bye-bye.